Mississippi Road, Mississippi Road.
Before Katrina, we had a very quaint, historic town with hundreds of historic buildings, and I had a business restoring historic homes and buildings for people. In fact, I owned the oldest house on the Gulf Coast. It was the old Spanish customs house, built in 1787. I had spent 7 years restoring it and decided to start a business to help others because I love the old buildings. And unfortunately, most of those houses are now gone. Katrina wasn't coming here. And then the next thing we knew, Sunday morning, it was coming right to our front door. And having the oldest house on the Gulf Coast that had survived every hurricane for 220 years, I had friends who wanted to come to my house to ride out the hurricane. Well, I said, no, I'm going to leave. And they decided to leave with me, so we all left. And the irony is their house is still standing, and mine is gone. For a long time, I was on the FEMA cruise ship in Mobile. I had not only lost my home and everything in it, I'd lost my business, I'd lost my investment property, I'd lost everything. I had just a complete wipeout. I really didn't know what I was going to do, and I received a phone call from a friend of mine in Northern California, and he suggested that I look at some small houses built by Jay Schaefer at Tumbleweed Tiny Houses. And I knew that was an answer for where I could live for a long time if needed be. I lived in it for 2 years, and along the way I thought, somebody else might like to live in these small houses. Well, one thing led to another. I decided to go for it, to start this business, building these portable houses on wheels, and it's been phenomenal, just phenomenal, the response to it. So it seems that there's a real interest in the concept, and I think it's an idea whose time has come. Things that I couldn't have possibly done and set up myself have just come together. Right when I was ready to start, needed some builders, some really sharp guys, there they were.
I met Julie at Lowe's doing a good deed. I was looking for books on building cabinets, and Julie approached me and asked me to help her move an air conditioner. And she asked me what I did for a living, and I told her I was in the building industry and building houses. And then she said, well, what a coincidence. I have a project for you. That was on a Friday, and Monday she called me and we sat down and we talked, and I believe within a week we were starting to build one.
Jeff and I have done several projects together, and just by coincidence, before Jeff called me, I saw the one that was previously built on the highway. So I thought, oh, that thing's really cool. He called me one night and said he met Julie at Lowe's one day and said she was building these houses, and would I be interested in doing a project with him? I just thought the concept was really something special, and I said I sure would.
All I can say is that it was an idea born out of necessity. It was something I could run with and do because I love designing houses, I love building houses, and it was still in my field, and it was something that I just had a feeling, just some sort of intuition that this was something that was going to be good. I just didn't know how good it was going to be. The price range for these houses ranges from $33,900 to about $55,000. My goal is to be building 3 or 4 a month. I'd like to have 1 a week, really.
It's not a trailer, it's a home. It's wood inside. It's not just the thin paneling, fake wood. This is real pine on the inside, cedar on the outside. It's constructed just like I would the $1 million homes I was building in Arizona. It's constructed the same way. You know, it is built like a home, so it's not a trailer. It just happens to travel on a trailer.
The sizes that we build are all meant to be roadworthy. Our small model is an 8 by 20. We can build these up to 14 feet wide and 24 feet long. Those are the outer limits of the sizing we can use and still have it roadworthy.
The concept is the same in building. It's just, what you're doing it for and how it's going to travel. A lot more goes into that detail of it.
Well, as I have jokingly said, this is the anti-FEMA trailer.
Well, you can fit a queen-size bed in the room downstairs. You can also do the same upstairs. Full shower, it has a full toilet, full sink, then it has a sink in the kitchen also with the range and the refrigerator. Everything's in there.
We build each house custom for the customer. So if you have an idea, we can build it.
The nice thing about this is the models are whatever you want. If you happen to be a little taller, we could raise the loft up a little bit so you could walk underneath. If you wanted more room in the loft, we could lower that. If you wanted a bigger bathroom, smaller bedroom area, if you just wanted a smaller bed, we can make the bathroom bigger. We could be handicap accessible. Whatever you want, we can make. So the models are wide open.
This house, you can literally move it anywhere in minutes and hook it up in minutes. All you need is a garden hose and an extension cord, and you're set to go. There are a lot of people who are looking for alternatives, and this answers a great need. It gives them options that they didn't have before. I needed something creative and positive to work on and keep my mind on that, rather than what I lost, looking forward to doing something new and different and even better. And that has been the best therapy. It has been a blessing from day one, and I can only conclude that it's where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing.
For a copy of this program, call 601-432-6294 or send a check or money order for $14.95 to Mississippi Public Broadcasting, 3825 Ridgewood Road, Jackson, Mississippi, 39211. Please indicate the name and date of the program.